Hello gamers and welcome to today's YouTube video. Actually, a second hello gamers is in order since I forgot yesterday. We're going to be looking at the Crusher or the Nergal, whatever you want to call it, the tank from the Halloween mood, and is it worth it for you to get this tank? So first up, a little bit on the armor model. As you can see, I'm comparing this to the VK of A, which is a tier 8, not great penetration on that, but you can see the angles on the Crusher are pretty nasty. It does expose its side plate when it's looking from this side. This is all ricochets, but against tier 8s, it is going to be very workable the way you play it. This lower plate, of course, is very penable. If you then switch it to the APCR, which is 244, a little bit more weak spots open, where the frontal armor will become more penable. Of course, and the lower plate stays the same. The side angles don't really change. But basically, the way this tank is going to work is it is going to be a stomper against tier 6s, tier 7s. Tier 8s is going to probably do okay, and it's going to get blasted by tier 9s and tier 10s. Now, these stats are very much nothing special. Pretty slow, pretty bad in reverse, low DPM. This will be a very hard tank to play. I don't want to read too much into the stats. I just wanted to show them to you to show that they're actually kind of bad. And especially since they got nerfed from the super test as well. I don't know how well this will perform just looking at this, but we haven't played a single battle yet. So that means we have to get in it and see what we can do in the Crusher and if it's actually going to perform. Alrighty, now comes the real test on the Nergal, aka the Crusher. Look-wise, I think it's pretty cool. I mean, like the lava things, the glowing thing, I really like that part. This looks like me on a busy Friday evening when I've touched my barrel a few too many times. But outside of that, the M40 round panzer there, I think is the style as well. We are going to be going towards the heavy side on this map. Since the rework, I actually really enjoy the heavy side. But at the same time, I don't know if the rework on the heavy side is like too great either, because I've seen a lot of teams and a lot of people there at the same time, and as a result of this, sometimes you run now into what I would say is like 10 people driving that side and just pushing straight over you and killing you. Now in this game it doesn't look like that's the case. It just looks like I have an IS-3, Chrysler, and Emil, and god, this tank is slow. This is with a turbo. I can already tell you, I really do not enjoy that part, and also the view range is extraordinarily bad. On top of that, I really not a fan of those two things whatsoever, which is a bit disappointing, of course, but it's really slow. I mean, we have our gun, you know, 350 damage, and we kind of just want to drive at them as frontally as possible and then bounce with our upper hull and then get close to the corner angle, and remember that the shoulder plate is very penable. But Jesus, this is so slow. It's one of the reasons why I didn't get to enjoy the Obsidian, which I think was the tank from last year, is that it was just too slow. Reload wise as well, I mean, I find this a long reload, personally. For that matter. I got some good shots out, though. It would be better if I push past now instead of continuously getting blasted by the tank destroyers. This is really slow, though. I mean, pushing past is a one way to call this. I'm just trying to get safe from the TDs, but the TS is going to peek me either way. Even 90 coming in. Finish off that guy. I see the TNH, sadly. I don't know what even 90 wants. I think I shot from the TS. I am very slow to reverse out of this, of course. I need somebody to... I need the Emil to actually just go kill him. Mr. Emil, just go kill him, please. We can bait like this. This is the... I'm pretending to be AFK strat. I don't look at the TNH, I don't move my turret, I lock it in place, and then I hope that he's gonna peek. That is kind of what I'm like praying for right now. It doesn't seem like he wants to fall for the I'm AFK strat though. The Emil is pushing up, which will result into this man dying, you would hope. Middle is controlled by nobody, so we don't have to be too much worried about anything. Come on, Mr. Emil. Oh, the TS is blocking him, okay. But he is, Yeah, buddy. I remember you were here. I remember. I do not forgive and I do not forget. So, we have 2k damage, which is arguably very good. I mean, 3k is kind of the dream on the... Let's see if we hit this. 3k is kind of the dream on a tier 8, but I can already guarantee you that with this tank, you're gonna have so many battles. And the AP, of course, is not very good either. You're gonna have so many battles where you are driving and you are not doing anything simply because it is so horrendously slow. Yeah, I'm personally not a fan of tanks that are this slow, especially on tier 8. I mean, on tier 10 it can be okay because you have HP, like a mouse, VK, PZK, etc. And you have alpha as well, but this, I don't know. And also HP wise, it's not even that great either. So, I feel like it has an amazingly high HP pool, like a VK 1001P, where it's able to just like trade it out the whole time. I will say the gun is shooting very straight though. At least that. I don't really want to peek into the Grom. He's not looking. If this hits this, no. He might go back. He might go forward. He is going forward. Good awareness was the lava. I mean, it's going to be a very good first battle still, but again, I think this is one of those things like, sure, this battle will go well, but there's going to be hundreds of battles that are not going to go well in return, where you're just too slow to really do anything. So I'm not going to waste more APCR on a shot that is like impossible. If I hit this, it would be crazy. And nice 3 hits then. Nice 3 also well known for its sniping capabilities, but it's going to be a very good game to start off with, nonetheless. But I still think that for most players, this is going to be another like park in the garage and not play, or play a few battles because you just unlocked it and then sell it, or just never play it again. Because personally, I don't see the point. Like I don't see the point. Like sure, it will be a newbie clubber, like a tier 6 clubber, but then again, which tier 8 is not a tier 6 clubber? You know, like, okay, sure, like this armor, which is kind of upper hull is gonna be like really completely like, and third gonna be completely invincible to like tier 6s, and the cupolas are super far back, so it's like you're not gonna be able to hit it at all. Like sure, but almost every tier 8 stomps tier 6s, so you know, you can't make that a selling point either way, because you know it's a tier 8, it's gonna get C tier 8s, tier 9s, and tier 10s most of the time. So we end this with the ace tanker, 4.5k damage, 1.5k XP, 4 kills, and of course we make credits. If we subtract the 65k, we still made 40k firing APCR. I'll repeat my point again for people that don't believe it. You can make credits firing premium ammo, especially because I don't have a clan booster, I don't have a personal booster. It just kind of depends on how many credits you want to make. Alrighty, let's see what battle number 2 is going to give us. And luckily enough, we got again a good map for this, which is Glacier, where we can brawl. I'd love to see what this does on like a long open map where you have to drive a lot, like I don't know, highway for example, where it takes forever to get into position, and then you have to like rotate. I don't know. I will stand by what I said before, is that this is so slow. It kills my entire enjoyment, the fact that it's like, or feels this crazy slow. I mean, sure, I'm going 36 downhill, but maybe it comes down to, I was playing the VK also very recently on stream, and that is a very fun tank, and it has very, very good mobility, but this makes me think of like tortoise speed almost. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but that's kind of the feeling that I'm getting here. So when we look at the enemy team lineup, Double Crom, Challenger, T103, Renegade, Progetto, Nergal. Those is the most likely tanks that are going to be on this side. Now, but there's a Barask on the hill. It means that your options on this side are very limited in what you can still do. in where you can still go. You are no longer able to push forward. You are no longer able to drive under. The Brask will most likely kill you all if you do that. But he's 392 HP though, so maybe we can do it because he did get blasted from the middle. But it's still going to be pretty hard. He's going to be a looming threat the whole time. And very sadly for us, I'm going to say it already, very sadly for us, the enemy team has decided to send their Groms on the ice road. Now, I don't know if you know, but I got a loaded chi if I want to one-shot him. I'll do one-shot him. Nice. I don't know if you know, but the Grom is the kind of tank that works best close range. Now, the Groms going there is a big mistake. The Projector 54 going there is another big mistake. It is honestly pretty bad for them, but it's also pretty bad for us. They're gonna lose really hard because they have picked the wrong side of the map to use their Tier tank destroyer on, which is supposed to be a brawler, which is supposed to go towards the heavy side. My light tanks are outspotting them, are gonna kill them, and I'm gonna do around 1.5k damage if I'm lucky. The Renegade is also in the base. That was disgusting. I'm very happy with that. If I turn left, I will be able to farm the Patriot, so at least something going my way in this battle, because there's not going to be too much going my way. Get a shot on him as well. 384. Nice high rolls. It was 350 as far as I remember. Yeah. So 1.3. 1.7. He's dead to the turtle. There is an issue in front of me, so I gotta be careful. I'm gonna get peeked by the Renegade as well. He won't. I'm not really quickly gonna get out of position here, simply because I'm not quick at all. But I will go left instead of going right, because I want to be closer to the enemy team. Going right will delay this. Bulldog shooting me. He's right there, but I can't spot him because I don't have any view range. We're gonna get behind the Renegade and maybe give some shots to the SU-130. The Blast will kill him. It doesn't matter. We still have enough HP to not care about people like that shooting us in the back. Give a shot to the red. Another high roll. Okay. So some good damage. If we could switch to HE here for one of the shots on towards the SU, we will. Simply because, you know, it's gonna give us a little bit more damage. So we're switching towards our HE shell. If we could hit the SU, that would be beautiful for like 400. 518 actually, very nice. So 3k out of this, but I don't know, guys. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know really what to tell you. Their team is the reason why they lost 15-0. Like, the way they played is the reason why they lost 15-0. I still got a good game out of this though, which is actually more of a surprise than anything else. But yeah. I'm happy with this. I mean, 3.3, 3.4. I'm gonna make a decent profit. You know, but still, I will constantly repeat my points. Slow, slow, slow. Armor that works against tier 8 and below, and it's not gonna work anywhere else. So yeah. Either way, top of the board together with the Scorpion. Profit-wise, 41k clean profit. Still APCR fired, so you know. Alright boys, battle number 3, Morovanka. With this tank, I am definitely going 1-2 line. If it was faster, I would dare to go force, but with this, 1-2 line is in order. To go over everything that we can meet, it's basically the whole team that we could meet, all of it. We will also be very, very slow getting into position. But a quicker tank, I would consider taking the dip here, even from this side, if I see enough of my teammates going. But with this tank, that is very, very slow and is not really going to be in position anytime soon, I would recommend not to do that because, well, you're going to be driving in front of probably the entire team and you're probably not going to live. And probably if you do get there, you're going to be very low HP. Will I do it anyways? Possibly. Possibly. Why? Because I'm a brave man, but there's no fear. But I don't think I will, though. I don't think I will. I set up Projector 54 here. I was considering doing it if there was nobody inside committed, but their Projector 54 committed inside, so that kind of stops my desire to do this all together. Another friend, another Nergal. Just gonna wait for the Projector to make a mistake. It's gonna have to be a very, very big mistake. You see, we have like one little thing to shoot at for each other. So against T-rates, hold on. This is gonna be like, you know, very funny. Look, you see, like I can shoot that. It's a very tiny shot. I don't think I can pen anything else on this turret except for the thing that I'm looking at, which is gonna be basically never happening. Also, why I'm shooting my AP shell at this. It's pretty sad that I can't commit against the Projector 54, but I would need teammates to do it. Try this again. Nope. I will not shoot more than my AP ammunition at this. I can tell you that much. It's not worth it. The Grom is holding the crossing as well. I am so tempted still to go for it. Almost. Almost, dude. Yeah, this is not the kind of gameplay that I like. My teammates would like... The issue is this Grom holding the lane. I could go for this. Could probably live as well. And this face the Projector. I'm gonna take one in return for this, yeah. My Nergal friend was ready for this. We're gonna slowly lose the forest and then we're gonna slowly lose the game. And every time I peek this, I'm gonna get counter peeked by this guy, so... Well, he hit it before I did, so, you know. It is what it is, right? Get a shot against the Projector, though. It's a little too late to take the hold on either way. I get a shot from the M40. Haha. Artillery. The only thing I needed at this point. I love artillery. I also love when the whole team goes 1-2 but doesn't do anything with that. I think is fair to say. Ah, the enemy I6 drowned. He's making it playable for us. Smart. Thank you. I don't really want to peek into the ISU. I can already tell you this will probably be a pretty bad game. Oh, nice shot, Projector. He's gonna kill us. I'm actually gonna kill him, but I then die against the Patriot from behind. Either way, I think it's fair to say and fair to show you that the tides can turn rather quickly like this as well. With a subpar game because, well, the only position I could still take was here. They hit more shots than I did, and I am simply too slow to relocate. So I'm gonna leave this in because I think it's a good example of what probably is gonna be more likely to happen in this kind of tank. Simply because it doesn't have any rotational abilities and it cannot move. So once you get to position, you're kind of stuck in position. Either way, gamers, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video on the Nergal, and we'll show you kind of a little bit what you can expect on this tank when you do end up happening to get it from the Halloween mode. So it's still going to be 3k average because I did 3.9 before. So it's going to be around 3k average, which is still pretty good. But either way, not my cup of tea. Either way, gamers, thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace. Have a good one.